In the same light, just as I talked about Ashakin and then camera, video, philanthropy, or generosity, there's been these videos from Tonto Dikeh, um, Nollywood, popular star, Nollywood actress. You know, Recently she's been in the news. She's with a newfound faith, newfound rededication to her religious faith. And then we've seen videos of her during prayer sessions, deliverance sessions, and all of that. Then there was this video where she went to a school and appeared to be carrying out these acts on children, and people wondered whether the parents were asked, where permission was sought from the parents, and all of that. So that has been playing out, to Dike defending herself. One thing I want to say is that, you know, um, whatever we do, whatever you're doing, the moment you prioritize it being recorded, you prioritize it being on camera, it adds a twist to it. If no matter what, you want to do something genuine, something good, you want to show faith and all that, and then you always emphasize on it being recorded, usually adds a twist to it. If somebody wants to be really generous, there are some people that would help you if you are in a situation of need and you need some people for help. They will help and they won't tell anyone that they helped you. They're not going to pass information around. Oh, I helped this person. Oh, I helped this person. No, they're not going to record it. They're not going to make a video of it. They're not going to even tell their family members that they helped you or their friends that they helped you. They'll keep it within themselves. They follow that scriptural advice of if your right hand is doing good, your left hand should not know what you are doing. They follow that scriptural principle of follow, you should maintain privacy. They follow that principle. Now, if you now want to do something of good and you prioritize recording it, is an issue. It's not only about recording it. Some people, like in the family, some people want to record when they got pregnant. If it's a woman, they got a job, and they want to record the process. Some will do it for educational purpose, information purpose, and stuff like that. But you don't decide to get pregnant because you want to make videos of it. That's not it. If when you decide, like happened with Kim Kardashian reality show, the person she married before Kanye West, the person she married before Kanye West is, I think, is an athlete or so. There are reports that she married the person because she was doing reality show and she wanted to record that reality of she's been married, she's a husband and all of that. And she feels that it's going to sell well in her reality shows and all of that. And she now married because she wanted to do reality show. So the intent of the marriage was not really because, oh, she needed to get married, or it was because of the reality show. So when that happens, you now question the marriage. You now question the intentions of getting married and all of that. So with somebody, if somebody decides that, oh, I'm going to get pregnant, so that I will now have a way of showing this on my videos and all of that, that's is questionable. But if you had plans of getting pregnant as someone who is married, as something you've decided as a couple, and then you happen to get pregnant, and then you happen to, okay, let me record some things in the course of the pregnancy that is different. Intent matters. Intent matters. The intentions you have. And one thing you should know is that some genuine things does not require videos or camera. If somebody feels, oh, I've lived a way of life before that is somehow, right? And now I've changed, I'm now living a new life, right? It shouldn't be about making a video of it. Because making a video of something really takes some things out, because when people know they are being recorded, it affects how they behave, it affects how they act. You know, the look at Didi. Didi that was recording everything, even while he was having interactions with his lawyer and all of that. It now speaks to intent. People will now question a lot of those things he said and all those things. If he knew he was recording himself and recording others, it affects how you act. It's natural. If you feel that you are being recorded, automatically you just assume a different posture from what you had before. It's more genuine if someone is repenting or converting or changing or doing something. It's more natural if the person doing it is doing it out of that fact. This is what I really need to do. I need to rebuild my relationship with God and all of that, and not because of, oh, I could make content from this. If it's more about the content, it's more about it going viral, then it now becomes questionable. It now leaves room for people to question it. If you're doing something and somebody inadvertently recorded it without you knowing it was being recorded, and somebody posted it and all of that, that is different. But if you are doing something because you know you have millions of followers, thousands of followers, and I'm going to do this and I'm going to post it, if that is the intention, then one wonders how genuine it is. Because if you made your intentions known, that I'm going to change, I'm going to be a different person, and then I'm going to show it to the world that I am now a different person. It's just like I've forgotten this story now. Yes, this story of okay, yes, somebody said that the person is proud, and the person now said that you need to be humble. You need to humble yourself, you know. So and the person now makes deliberate efforts to be humble, you know, and now like okay asked, oh, hope I'm showing that I'm being humble. And then he was told that the moment you start, you want to be humble, you should just act with humility. But if you're acting with the intention of showing people that you are now humble, and then when certain situations arise, you now start asking, oh, I'm showing humility. By the time you now get to that point where you now trying to seek validation from people, when people you say you have changed and people say, ah nah, you can't change now. It's not that person that used to do this. And you now want to show that you have actually changed. You are not different. That you don't used to do those things that you used to do before. You've really changed. You're seeking other people's validation. If you're changing, it's changing for your own good. If you building relationship with God, it's for your own good. If you're doing things different from what you used to do because you feel it's the best thing to do, it's the right thing to do, you don't need to validate it in front of people. You don't need to show people that this is what you're doing. You don't need, if by the time you seek people's validation and you know that you will not always get 100% validation, no matter how good your intention, There are people who will question your motives. You're doing something, people will say, ah, maybe he's doing something criminal or something like that. That is how he was able to get the money to do this philanthropy. People will always question your intentions and the things you do. But then, if you now make it a goal that everything, every step you take will be put on video, then that becomes a problem. Even if you're making content or videos, you don't need to put every part of your life out there. It's not necessary. You should be able to maintain privacy. You should be able to say, this is my own space where you don't let people in. That is important because, you know, whatever you do, people are going to judge you differently. People are going to misrepresent some things you do. People are going to criticize some of the good things you do. People are going to praise some of the bad things you do. You know, people are going to eulogize something they know that is wrong, but so far it's getting you money and something like that. So if your intention is the validation of people, then I think you've missed it. I think you've missed it. The focus should not be if it's something that's to do with your own life and with the choices you've made on things you want to do for yourself. It shouldn't be because of the validation of others. So let me do this so that I'm going to please people. If you do that, whatever you're trying to do, it's not going to last. It's not going to be genuine. Whatever changes you're making should be out of it's the right thing to do. It's the right time to do this. This is the best thing for me. This is how it should go. And not because of validation from other people or what people say. And now force yourself in process of seeking validation to record everything you do. It's now questions the genuineness of the things that you're doing. It's better to things that are real, things that's really genuine are not always captured on camera, you know, are not always captured on camera. Holding a camera makes you act differently. Except if the camera has been on for long, like this is big brother. The camera is there for long and sometimes you now forget there's a camera. And you now have these moments whereby you just do or say things that you didn't intend because you've lost guard, you lose guard or something like that. You know. But other than that, when you hold a camera, it's different. When you're in presence of people and and all of that, and you know that whatever you're doing is going to be watched by a lot of people, it affects what you do. There was this study, I've forgotten the name of the study, whereby they are trying to see if there can be improvement in the work productivity. So they put cameras, and the people in the company knew there were cameras watching them. And so they will make certain changes. Okay, add more people. Let's see if there'll be increased productivity. Increase their salary. Let's see if there'll be increased productivity. Improve AC, improve the condition of the work. Let's see if there'll be increased productivity. And they now found out that with each changes they made, there was increased productivity. And then they now realized, the people carrying out the research now realized that it wasn't the changes you were making that was improving the productivity. It's the fact that the people, workers, knew they were being watched. They knew they were being observed. And so no matter what changes that was implemented, there was increased productivity because people felt they were being watched. If people feel that, oh, there's camera, if I'm sitting down doing nothing instead of working, I better go and work because if I'll be captured on camera. And so when people realize that, they will act to, they'll act for the camera. They want the camera removed, they act differently. So from that study, it was found that as if people realize they're being watched, it affects how they act. And that's why sometimes in workplaces, when there's proper supervision, where the managers and directors and keep an eye on what's going on, And people know that they can't just get away with what they do. People know that they are being watched. People know they are being observed, and they could be punished for wrongdoing and they could be rewarded for what is good. Then people now act accordingly because they know they're being watched. They know there's accountability. But that's the same thing when people hold a camera. It affects the way they act. And that's why you see in some places, you see some people, when they know there's a camera, people watching, they are going to demonstrate and act in certain ways in order to play to the camera, play to the gallery, to play to the expectations of people. So that should be borne in mind.